All right. Well, we can transition, Ashley.
Tater, do you want to use that line again that you had?
You want to drink and drive?
Oh, I was like spitting on her face.
Yeah, you want to
On
on
a Friday
No,
night?
it's not
No.
Friday.
Okay.
Oh,
So
I missed
the
something good.
Raiders,
Yeah, you did.
Friday.
You gotta
The
have to
Raider-
watch it.
the Raiders wide receiver was fired because he was in a DUI that basically he was going at like 150 miles an hour.
156 miles an hour.
156 miles an
Over
hour.
150.
What?
And he ended up killing a 23-year-old female, Tina Tintor, and her dog. His blood
Maxie.
alcohol level was twice the legal limit, and a gun was also found in his vehicle. So he could easily face up to 20 years in prison. How do we feel?
Upwards of 48, they're saying.
That's so shitty.
No
It's
probation,
just
'cause
so,
Vegas
yeah,
don't
it's
play.
so fucked up that
Well,
it's
I'm
always
glad-
a drunk
I'm glad
Like, a
person
lady
that like
and
is
her
alive.
dog. That's, like,
Well,
the
here's
fucking thing
here's
to
what's
do.
even worse about that is that
They both died. The lady and the dog
Yeah.
died.
and I don't know about the dog, but
Tater.
the
No, the dog
witnesses say that they heard her screaming after impact. He was going 156. I saw the video. It's fucking. I mean, you can imagine 156 is insane.
Yeah.
I actually know the road because it's right where I believe if it's what I'm
can
thinking.
fly.
It's right near the Sam's Club I go to and the Walmart and whatnot. It's not a road that you should be able at any time of night be able to go at that speed. It's not a highway by any means. And he slowed down to I think 123. So it was 123 on impact. That both cars flew 500 feet, or were pushed 500 feet, and she was heard screaming after impact. So she didn't die in impact, which means that she was
She burned to death.
He burned
burned to
alive.
death. Yeah,
God.
and
I watched
With
the
her
video on
dog.
mute.
the
Yeah,
because
23-year-old,
comments said you could hear her
I
screaming.
believe Serbian immigrant, I believe from Serbia. She was coming home from a friend's house, and this guy who had every resource in the world, because the NFL does set up rideshare resources and cars for anyone going out that night, that he could have easily just called and gotten it. He wanted to impress the woman he was with. It seems like she's injured as well. He refused to
there
take.
was a passenger.
Yeah, she's okay, but she was seriously injured. But she will
As a
survive.
passenger,
You were
like
gonna
what
say
the
he
hell?
refused to
like
take a
I would have been
breathalyzer?
like,
He
Is that
did
what you were gonna
refuse.
say?
He did refuse on site. But
Sorry,
he stayed on scene. But obviously, he could have only fled on foot at that point.
yeah, where was he going?
Yeah,
he had his
exactly.
date.
Wasn't he also
Yeah.
wheeled in the courtroom though too?
What's that?
Yell for life, man.
Well, he had a neck brace
Yeah.
on.
He had a neck
You know?
brace. I don't know if he was wheeled in, but I know he had a neck brace, and he's out, I think, on $500,000 bail. I think they want to set it to $1 million because his record is impeccable before this.
He must have been on some hella crazy
No.
drugs.
Or
Maybe not
twice-
just
I don't.
alcohol.
I just
From
don't
what I
understand
heard,
that
he-
speed.
he's
like
Twice
he
the
was
legal
at
limit.
Top Golf, and
Yeah.
he just was drunk.
Twice the legal
Yeah.
limit, I think they said.
Yeah, he had
when they finally gave him a
like
breathalyzer.
18 drinks. They said.
And I don't even think
If I
Top
only
Golf was
gave him the
anywhere
breathalyzer,
near.
He was higher than that, right?
Yeah, he was double.
Yeah.
I did believe the Top Golf he was
I
at
was like,
is
18
nowhere
drinks is
near where
bad,
the
but,
crash
like-
was. So he was driving all around the city while he was drinking. If I'm right of where I heard that particular Top Golf was, then he was completely on the other side of the city, pretty much.
That's
And
wild. He
it's-
could have hurt so
it's-
many people.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's-
he's
Top,
still
Top
did,
Golf is
yeah.
going to get into some trouble too if they served him that many
It's
drinks.
true. It definitely is on the bartenders, depending
can
on how
lose
they're
their- yeah,
forward.
like-
I
You can
think he
lose your
went.
license
Yeah,
for
I think he
over-serving.
was. I think he was someplace else after that, though. I think it was a combination of several different places.
Oh, he started out.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what
It's
I'm.
still
That's what the
bad.
local
Yeah.
news said here, but obviously it's
Okay.
still a developing story.
Yeah.
But
Right.
As someone who's
Local news.
gotten one over on different establishments, then
yeah,
I could
we
see
all
how
have.
that could happen.
I
No,
mean-
you're just like just one more. Wait, maybe just
Yeah,
one more.
no, it's really difficult because you don't always know as a bartender too, like how they're leaving, how they're coming.
Yeah.
in.
I
Yeah,
never
especially
wanna
if they're
blame
coming in
the
drunk
restaurant
and
or the
friendly.
bar.
Like in
You don't
cities
know.
like New York, like I never,
just
I
weird.
mean, unless he was like belligerent or like, unconscious.
But also, let's be
Like
honest.
that-
He's a sports star.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not going to get turned away.
No one's going to turn him away,
Wait,
especially not in
but-
this town.
No,
no
yeah,
one
yeah.
knows-
If I was a
no one knows
bartender and I
football
said something like,
players.
I don't think I should
No,
serve
I
him,
will-
I'd get fired.
I will say something about the 1 month and 1 day I've
He
lived
was
here.
just signed.
This city knows
Fuck.
every name of every player on the Golden Knights, the hockey team, and the
Right.
Raiders. They're so fucking happy to have sports here that it is like
Okay.
a religion here. So like he was like people knew it was like Henry Ruggs of the Raiders. It wasn't like the Raiders Henry Ruggs in a lot of the stories I saw. And that kind of wording I feel like matters a little bit with like the acknowledgement of people. While he's not like our next story, Aaron Rodgers, it's still like I think the city is pretty good with people's names for the most part, even the lesser known people.
Okay.
But I mean, it's just